Good evening, everybody. I hope you all are having a great week. Tonight it is Michael Jackson tarot read. This one should be interesting as well. So I am also on Twitch as well as YouTube. Hey, Bella Vita, how are you? Kelly, aka Just Yaya, Ginger, how are you? How are you? How are you? Let's see if I can play. I have got to make a new intro. Ooh, yes, I definitely have got to make a new intro with my new name. It's good to see you all. Good to see you all. Thanks for stopping in and seeing how this read's gonna go. I'm pretty excited about it. Good evening, Izzy. Hold on one second. I gotta do something in my Google. Give me 1 second. Oof, that's like the music that just goes along with StreamYard. Crazy. Hey, how are you? How are you? I see you over there on Twitch. Ginger, how are you? Hey, Ronnie, how are you? Okay, so let me see if I can get any mod in here. Any mod. All right, so let's see. Got to bring up the timeline. Okay, so like always, we are going to start with the timeline. It does sound like workout music. Hey, everybody. Hey, thank you all for coming and joining. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the timeline and then we'll get into the nitty gritty, the heart of the live, which is the tarot read. Okay, so let's get into this timeline. Are you guys able to see that timeline okay? Oh my lord, the toddler is loud. Okay, we're going to do that then. Okay. So let's get into this and read this timeline. So I I did the timeline only from his death timeline, right? Because he's had such a long, like, what's the word I'm looking for? He's just so popular, well-known timeline. So we need to go through everything in his timeline because he's been doing this since he was little. So that would be a huge timeline to go through. So I just looked up the death timeline. So we're just going to do that really quick. It's lonely over there. I know. I'm sorry, Ginger. Thank you for going over there to hang out, though. It's cool on Twitch. Okay, so June 22nd, 2 days prior to his death, Murray attempted to wean Jackson from propofol by giving him a lower 25 milligram dosage, along with an anti-anxiety drug, Ativan, and the sedative Versed, which successfully got Jackson to go to sleep. Okay, so at this time, he was suffering from insomnia, if I am correct. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, he spent his final hours battling insomnia and pleading with his personal physician to give him a powerful anesthetic to combat his chronic sleeplessness, according to a search warrant affidavit. The document gives a detailed account of what police investigators say were the 50-year-old pop singer's last hours, detailing a dangerous cocktail of drugs allegedly administered by a personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, that included a lethal level of anesthetic propofol. So that's where this comes from. So June 23rd, leaving the propofol out, Murray gave Jackson Ativan and Versed, which helped Jackson get to sleep. Then on the 25th of June, approximately 1:30 a.m., again leaving out the propofol, Murray gave Jackson a 10 milligram tablet of Valium. Then 2 a.m., unable to sleep, Jackson was injected with 2 milligrams of Ativan through an IV by Murray. 3 a.m., with Jackson still awake, Murray gave the singer 2 milligrams of Versed through an IV. 5 a.m., Jackson was still not asleep, at which point Murray gave him another 2 milligrams of Ativan through an IV. 7:30 a.m., Murray administered the still restless Jackson another 2 milligrams of Versed in his IV. During the entire sequence, Murray reportedly told investigators that he was at Jackson's bedside monitoring him with a pulse oximeter connected to the singer's finger to measure his pulse and oxygen statistics. Then at 10:40, after repeated requests and demands from Jackson, Murray finally gave him 25 milligrams of propofol. I don't even know if I'm saying this word right, but propofol, diluted with the local anesthetic lidocaine through the IV drip to keep Jackson sedated. The lidocaine, which Jackson referred to as anti-burn, is used to counteract the typical burning sensation at the site of the propofol injection. Jackson finally went to sleep, and Murray told the police he continued to monitor the pop star. 10:50 a.m., Murray got up to go to the bathroom. 10:52, Murray returned and noticed that Jackson was not breathing. The doctor began CPR and injected 2 milligrams of NX8, a drug used to counteract the effects of sedative drugs. Murray called Jackson's personal assistant, Michael Amir Williams, on his cell phone for help and asked him to send security upstairs for an emergency. When no one came to assist, Murray went downstairs to the kitchen and asked the chef to send up Jackson's oldest son, Prince Michael, then returned to continue CPR. So at 10:52, he was doing CPR. Are you guys following along? You guys there? Propanol? Okay, thanks. Thank you. Propanol. Okay. So at 11:18, Murray made the first of 3 calls spanning 47 minutes on his personal cell phone, which lasts until 12:05. He did not mention these calls an interviewing detective who uncovered them through a search of his phone records. So there were 3 calls spanning 47 minutes on his personal cell phone. During this time, he was supposed to have been giving CPR to Michael, and these were not giving up voluntarily. The police found them when they were searching through his phone records. So approximately 12:22 p.m., security guard Alberto Alvarez called 911 on his cell phone. The affidavit suggests that nearly 82 minutes passed between the time Murray found Jackson not breathing at the time the ambulance was called. Then at 12:22 p.m., so this is like 12 hours from the time he started the rounds of the medication. Los Angeles Fire Department rescue ambulance responded to an emergency call at Jackson's rented Holmby Hills, California estate. Jackson was transported to UCLA Medical Center along with Murray. 2:46 p.m., Jackson was pronounced dead, and Murray refused to sign the death certificate. Unknown time later that day, coroner's investigators returned to the mansion to investigate and find numerous bottles of antidepressant, anti-anxiety, pain and insomnia medications prescribed by Murray to Jackson, including diazepam, which is Valium, prostate medication, tamsulosin, which is Flomax, lorazepam, which is Ativan, and tempazepam, which is Restoril. They also found other prescriptions from 2 other doctors, longtime dermatologist Dr. Arnold Klein and general practitioner Dr. Alan Metzger, which included anti-anxiety drug clonazepam, which is Klonopin, and antidepressant trazodone, Desreal, and muscle relaxers tizanidine, which is Xanaflex. Holy crap, that's a lot. Is that it? Okay, so that's it. So that's everything. Do you see the amount of medication in this man's system? And his doctor didn't think anything about all this? Crazy. Just crazy. It's crazy. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the doctor should be held for everything? Because what was it ruled accidental since he refused to sign the death certificate? Hey, Mama Bear, how are you? How are you? Right? Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Yeah, an absolute overdose. That is a lot of medication in one person's system. A lot of medication in one person's system. I completely agree. Completely agree. The doctor should have known better. Yep. I mean, true. Money does talk because, we don't know the conversations between Michael Jackson and the doctor, right? Because everything is only hearsay since Michael Jackson is no longer here. So anything the doctor would say would be hearsay. Right? Right? All that stuff. Crazy. Let me see if I can get my thing working. Give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. Let's see if that works. I'm just trying to fix something, you guys. Give me just a second. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Got it. Save. Sorry, guys. I had to put Nightbot in here. Let's see if it works. All right. Let's see if it works. Hey, Jennifer. How are you? How are you? Okay. Now we can get started. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to fix some stuff. He was so yeah, he was so thin. So he was really thin, so it wouldn't take that amount that enough, like he didn't need that much to absorb it into his body because he was really skinny. Exactly. Exactly. God, my things won't stay. Well, that one fell out. So, ooh, Lover's card. Lovers doesn't necessarily mean, right, just a, heterosexual relationship or relationship with the same sex. It can also mean just like a platonic relationship, a relationship of some sort. So keep that in mind with this. Keep that in mind. Okay, the Fool reversed. And then we have what? The Empress reversed. What is this? Okay. Wow, 5 of Cups reversed. 7 of Wands. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 2 of Swords. Okay, so let's look at what we got. So, relationship. And then we have the Fool reversed. We don't see this too much. Impulsive action. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Impulsive action, relationship. Overwhelmed. Ooh. Okay. Relationship. What are you guys thinking? Relationship, impulsive action, overwhelmed, 5 of Cups reversed. Emotional internal struggle. So I'm getting the thing that this is where, like, looking into the doctors, how he's feeling his emotions and everything going through on the day of, because this is the relationship. It's not sexual or anything, but it's just a relationship, symbolized relationship, right? We have impulse action. We have internal emotional struggle. And then we have impulsive action. Then we have 7 of Wands. I'm pretty sure that means he stands by what he's saying. Yep, he's standing his ground. So this right here, I don't know if you guys see what I'm seeing so far, but this is all from the doctor's point of view. And so far what I'm getting is everything that he's said and done up to this point, he's standing by every decision, everything he's ever said. Even though it was impulsive, overwhelming, he's standing by that because they had a relationship and it was just a platonic, and it was strictly like it had to have been materialistic, right? Because no doctor in their right mind would be like, hey, I'm going to just give you all this medication and not think anything about it without having something in return for it, right? So their relationship was strictly, it was beneficial, right? So it was beneficial for both of them, but in a different way. And the 2 of Swords represents a decision had been made. There was a decision. It was and a decision had been made. Hermit. Queen of Swords reversed. Oh, look, another devil card, right? Another devil card. God, these cards are just falling out. 4 of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Cups reversed. 3 of Pentacles reversed. 2 of Pentacles reversed. A lot of reversal. Okay, so we got the Hermit, right? A Hermit came after the decision. Mixed with the Queen of Swords reversed. All this was calculated when it came to the doctor's end. It was all very calculated and thought out. Everything that he said in the affidavit is exact and true. Like, he calculated everything out. It is exact and true. Everything that he told them in the affidavit and everything that he did is exact and true. I'm not seeing any malicious intent so far. I'm just seeing some of the things it was an impulsive decision, but it's definitely not something to where he was forced into doing it or he felt like he didn't have a choice. It's definitely there of his own free will. I guess that's what I'm going to say so far. There of his own free will. Addiction. So it was an addiction, right? He's pretty much facing an addiction with Michael Jackson. And then, of course, if the doctor is there, right? He's there for his own addiction, right? So he's obviously getting money from Michael Jackson, who's going to turn down this money, right, to prescribe and watch over a pop star. So it fed both of their addictions. 4 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, they got what they want from each other. This was a win-win for both of them. They each got what they wanted when it came to them interacting with each other. That's the type of relationship they had, okay? It was beneficial to each of them in their own way. They both benefited from what they gave out to each other, right? Again, I'm not seeing any malicious intent anywhere. I'm not seeing any of that. Are you guys still there? Can you guys type so I can see something and make sure you guys are in there? Because I'm not seeing anything on my end. And then the 10 of Cups reversed. Yep, struggle with the relationships. And look, the 3 of Pentacles reversed is a teamwork collaboration is reversed. So it was no longer working, right? It was no longer working to their benefit anymore. 2 of Pentacles is almost like the same thing. A balance of work and a balance of home was off. Balance of work and balance of home was off. Like, and this is weird is I thought there would have been like some malicious intent somewhere, like maybe there was a bigger reason as to why Michael Jackson, passed the way that he did from how much of what the doctor gave him, as far as him being malicious. But I'm not seeing anything malicious so far, guys. I am not seeing anything malicious. Hey, y'all. We got Foundation. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything malicious whatsoever. We've got Foundation, the Queen of Wands. We have Death reversed. In the world. Oh, okay. Foundation. Exactly, because I'm getting this definitely was a relationship, like, because you got the Lovers here, and then you got the 2 of Pentacles, and then you got the 3 of Pentacles. This represents a relationship. Now, it could, like I said, it can be any type of relationship, but there's definitely a relationship involved. There's definitely a relationship involved. Yep. This is what this pretty much states what Michael Jackson wants, Michael Jackson gets. That's pretty much what it is. Okay. This represents Michael Jackson. What he wants is what he gets. Okay. What he wants is what he gets. I mean, I don't see anybody denying Michael Jackson anything that he wants. Delaying the process. Loose end. Delaying the process. Loose end. So there's a loose end somewhere. There's a loose end somewhere. Oh my God, wait a minute. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember in the timeline how he was saying how he went and got Prince Michael to come in there and keep his dad company so he could perform CPR? Do you guys remember that? I think Prince Michael knows more than what he's saying. I think Prince Michael knows a lot more because this talks about stalling and loose ends. So what Michael Jackson wants, Michael Jackson gets. Stalling, loose ends. This Dr. Michael Jackson relationship is definitely a weird one. And once again, I'm still not getting any malicious intent or just like not being there with full clarity. I see a lot of impulsive actions, but that's pretty much about it, and him standing his ground, like he's standing behind his decisions. But I don't see anything malicious, which is weird because I was thinking there would have been something malicious. So I think Prince Michael knows more than what anybody thinks he does or knows. I think he just knows more. I think that what was he stalling for though? What is he stalling for? That's the question. Obsession. We know Michael Jackson was obsessed with physical appearance, right? He had to keep a physical appearance. He had an obsession, and now he's obsessed with medication, right? Obsession. Naked Before the Stars, his true self. His true self was actually was his addiction, was his true self. His true self was his addictions. Because we all didn't know about how he had insomnia, couldn't sleep, he had anxiety. Like we all didn't know about all that stuff. And that became part of his addiction because he couldn't sleep, he couldn't function, and that became part of his addiction. This one was a pretty calm read because there's like no malicious intent, so it kind of feels weird in a way. It kind of feels weird in a way, really weird. Hang on, I think I'm gonna have some cards here that I don't need. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? All right. Ooh, okay. So, when 6 to 12 months relates to the past. Okay, so, let me see if I can make this clear. So, within 6 to 12 months of this happening, forward, like before it happening and after. Okay. So, it's important. Okay, so we got to focus on that. Things that happened before and things that happened. Right. Yeah. Things that happened before and things that happened after is important. That's what it's saying. What happened before and after is important. Anger, depression, greed, excitement, depression, mental health issues, illness and sickness. Illness and sickness. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I originally thought he had malicious intent, but I'm not getting any negative vibes or any negative readings off of this. So, out of torture, harassment, bullying, and suicide, like, I don't know which one of these to take. I know it was kind of torture. He was going through torture, like mentally, right? And probably physically, he was going through to his own torture. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know this. The doctor was doing his job. He stands by everything. He did everything very calculated. It's just, some things just happened and it just didn't go his way, but he stands by his decisions and what he said. He's standing by it. There was no malicious intent. There was no where he OD'd him on purpose. Like, there was none of that. And I'm really, quite frankly, surprised. So I'm sorry that I don't know if I should be sorry that it turned out this way or grateful that it turned out this way, but yeah, I'm not getting any malicious intent. The doctor did his job. So, congrats on the doctor. Oh, you guys, look, I just noticed this. Look, in the Lover's card. So, the relationship in a general, right? The relationship. And then there's someone watching them. Prince Michael was watching them. Prince Michael was watching them. Prince Michael. And then, and then on this one, Prince Michael was watching. I get it now, Michael Jackson. Prince Michael was watching with the doctor. Yeah, I agree, Ronnie. I agree. I think exactly what Michael wants, Michael gets. That's what this card means. What Michael wants, Michael gets. Nobody really says no to him. He might have fought with the idea of suicide. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Why he wanted more drugs, so he would go into sleep. Could be. Absolutely. Well, this was a very short, easy read tonight, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, definitely no negative vibes. So it feels kind of weird to leave off on like a really like good, like no loose ends type of thing. It feels kind of weird, but it feels good at the same time. So thank you all for showing up and joining. Yeah, it probably was a lot of really unethical, but like I said, what he wants, what Michael Jackson wants, he gets. Like, the doctor probably knew what he was doing wasn't the right thing. So yeah, you are absolutely right. So thank you all for coming and hanging out tonight. I appreciate y'all so much. Like I say, without you guys being here and supporting me on the channel, I wouldn't be here and be able to do what I do. So you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see y'all in Natasha's chat, and I will catch you guys later. Don't forget to vote on the poll for next week's True Crime and Tarot. You guys have a good night. Thanks. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for coming. I enjoy it as well. You guys have a good night. Oh, wait. What the heck? Did Nightbot time you out? Wait a minute, Mary. Did Nightbot time you out or Nightbot give you a warning? I got to fix Nightbot. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. I'll fix that, Mary. You guys have a great night.